At the Kennebec Valley Humane Society, we believe in creating a kinder community by nurturing the bond between animals and humans. Please join me in welcoming some furry friends. Welcome back to Happy Tales at KVHS. I am here with a wonderful, sweet little 5-month-old Belgian Malinois, German Shepherd, maybe Pit Bull mix, named Starlight. She came in as a very under-socialized pup who had never used a leash nor worn a collar. She has been working with the staff here and has come a long way already. We're looking for a home with no children under 12, but do think that she'd be okay with dog-savvy cats and confident other dogs. Oh goodness. She does like to be pet, like to visit with her people, and warms up after some initial apprehension. Yes, this sweet little girl is looking for her forever home. This handsome old English bulldog is Brutus. He's 11 years old. Might look a little skinny with that backbone, but I assure you he's at an ideal weight. Now, Brutus does have an autoimmune skin condition. This is going to require medicated baths, specialty food, and some medication. We therefore are going to need personal references and veterinary approval before adopting him to anybody. Now, Brutus would probably get along with cats no problem. Dogs, we're not so sure. We'd like him to be the only dog in the house. He is sweet as can be, handsome as any dog you will ever meet. Oh, Brutus. He is looking for his forever home. This happy, active 8-year-old pitty mix is Zeva. She's very sweet and loves people. We're looking for a home with no other dogs, although she does like to have play dates. We're also looking for a home with no cats. Zeva loves to go for rides and loves to play with toys. If you're looking for a wonderful addition to the family, Zeva is your girl. This gorgeous little 2-year-old girl is Butter Pecan. She lives in one of our cat areas with some other kitties, so she would be good in a home with other cats. We're not so sure how she would do with dogs, but KVHS does provide literature about how to introduce dogs and cats. She is sweet as can be. You wouldn't know it, but loves to be held. Loves to explore and is looking for her forever home. This sweet little kitty cat is Mila. She's 5 months old. She was here with her mother, Maya, living in one of the community rooms as well. She's up to date on all of her vaccines. She's spayed. She's ready to go home. As you can see, happy and active little kitty. Oh goodness, look at her when she settles in. Mila, what do you think? What do you think? She says, I'm looking for my forever home. This big fella here is Valley. 5 years old, handsome as can be, ready to maybe even appear in one of those Friskies commercials. He's one of these beautiful, buff, orange tabby cats. What more could you want? Sweet as can be. Boy, he's settled right in. Valley is looking for his forever home. This charming little fella is Wade. Wade is a 6-month little mouse who loves to climb and explore. He can be a little apprehensive about being held initially, but as you see, he warms right up. Wade is sweet as can be. Look at him. That's right, Wade. He's looking, and they make wonderful, wonderful pets. Oh, Wade, you're a good little fella, aren't you? Yes, Wade is looking for his forever home.
Today, I am here with Christopher Walters, typically your host. We're turning the tables a little bit. I will be interviewing Chris.
This is quite a treat.
Both about his time as our president of the board at the Kennebec Valley Humane Society and your love of animals throughout the years of service to us and just as a pet dad.
It's been a wonderful adventure. I don't mean to talk over you, Hillary. I'm a little out of practice of.
You talk over me anytime.
Yeah.
I'm in charge though. This is my interview today. So, Chris, we've known each other for years as both friends and colleagues, and I've had the wonderful opportunity to see you adopt many animals from KVHS. I'm wondering if you can share a little bit about those animals and how they've enriched or touched your life.
They've been, an irreplaceable part of our family. They've enhanced my life, my children, my wife. It's just been a joy and a blessing to have Haley, who's still with us and is going on 10 years in our family, Oatmeal, Pedro, and then Nevea. We have a blended family, and Nevea was a rescue also, but when Tricia and I got married, we welcomed her into the house with no problems. We had some apprehension. We introduced them outside of the house. We got a lot of good advice, not just from Anna, but others here at KVHS have given, wonderful advice about introducing dogs. And it's been terrific. I've been on the board 10 years. It's been such a joy. Met so many wonderful people, but been able to do so much good work in this community. We started off in a shelter that was not as nice as what we're in now. I'm so thankful for the animals, for your staff, for your volunteers, for all of our stakeholders and people in our community. This is an amazing place.
Thank you so much for saying that. I want to dig in a little more to that. You have served on the board for 10 years and for the last couple as our board president. Can you tell me why somebody like you are a professional gentleman in the community, you could serve anywhere, you could be on any board. Why did you choose the animal shelter?
I followed my heart. There's only a couple of, directions I would probably go when it comes to serving on boards, and this was the first and most obvious one. I've had involvement with animals since I was a little kid. I can remember the shelter having its Pet Haven Lane show when I was a little kid, and them trotting out Frisky, who loves long walks on the beach, and this is Major, or this is so-and-so dogs or cats. And so truly from the very beginning of even my involvement with the board, I was hoping that we could revive that or reboot that. And when my dear friend Dave Benner got on the board, that was really the catalyst for making this happen, Happy Tales. So thank you, Dave, also. And,
thank you, Dave.
It's been a blessing to serve with him and so many other people, Jane Lincoln and Ellen and Linda and the folks that are with us now. Charlie Schumann. I mean, I learned so much, and I'm mentioning all of them because I learned so much from these people. It's not just about the benefits to the animals and to our organization. The people that are involved are meeting like-minded, similar-hearted people. It's so special. And these are all people I look up to tremendously, and am able at times just to glean wisdom, whether it's animal-related, community-related, focus on family. And I think a lot of us do that.
Yes.
Jane will start talking about something, or Charlie, and a lot of us will lean in. You know what I mean? And I respect these people so much. I respect you and your staff so much.
Thank you.
It's been a joy. And we've done so much good work for the animals.
We have, and that's something else I want to ask you about. One of the things in the time that I've known you that's been just so incredibly meaningful is the Christopher D. Walters Second Chances Fund. So that is a fund that you started because you wanted to support the out-of-the-box needs of our animals, the things that aren't just routine care, making sure that animals have extra surgeries, extra time for behavioral modification, things like that. Can you tell me about that fund and
Yes.
The years that you've been supporting it?
It's been wonderful because it allows us to fill in some gaps. You know, we run a very professional organization. We have budgets, we have, you know, protocols, we have things that get approved and checks and balances. And I think the way I first characterized the idea wasn't the best. I said, you know what, we should have a slush fund. I remember calling it a slush fund, not discretionary spending opportunities to enhance the well-being of our, you know, resident animals, but slush fund. And I think it's certainly been, you know, a positive thing. I mean, you could give more examples than I could, but I remember some of them are only a matter of like $200, but it was the difference between bringing some animals up from down south that needed just a little bit of, you know, care that otherwise wouldn't have been provided.
Absolutely.
If we didn't agree to do that and to bring them up. So we've saved animals from euthanasia, to say nothing of all the animals whose lives and adoptability have been enhanced.
Yes,
by being able to fill in some of those blanks.
Well, thank you for doing that. It really was a bit of a game changer for this organization to be able to look at an animal and see the whole picture and the future and really be able to imagine what happy, quality, forever home could be for an animal that just might need that extra help. And you did that.
Right.
So thank you for that. In addition to all of the things we've talked about, you've also volunteered at the shelter.
Yes.
So can you tell me about that? What have you done?
That was my
on the ground experience?
Yep, that was my introduction to the organization 10 years ago. Was coming over and going through the orientation to become a dog walker, as well as clean cat kennels and cat socialization and I think some laundry maybe early on, or some arranging of things on some of the old shelves. But it's so important. I mean, we know that, and it's been rewarding to see both of my older daughters be volunteers here. And
we've loved having them.
My middle one is still an active volunteer, so it's exciting for them to have impact. And I know how much it relieves the staff to be able to have some supplemental, you know, labor here in the building. And it's certain, to say nothing of how much more we're able to get dogs out for walks, how much more we're able to socialize cats and other critters. And so yeah, volunteering, and a lot of our board members got their start volunteering. I'd say probably even the majority maybe of the folks that are with us
and some are still currently actively volunteering. I may have you do some laundry before you leave today. We might send you back out there.
You know, I never did laundry. I shouldn't tell that story. I was going to say I never did that. I never did laundry until I got divorced.
Well, you know what you're doing now.
But I've remarried, and now I do my own laundry.
Yeah.
And it's not because, you know, Tricia, my wife's not capable of doing it. It's because I know how to do it now, and it's empowering to do things like that.
Of course it is. Good work. So laundry here today at the shelter, and then when you get home, more laundry for you. We've got a busy day.
Oh, gracious.
Chris, thank you so much. You have given so much to this organization, and I truly, we've known each other for a decade now. I'm so incredibly grateful for your support, for your leadership, your friendship and mentorship. I couldn't say it enough times. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hillary, and truly, teamwork makes the dream work.
It sure does. And with that, as your host of this interview, happy tales to all of you. And until next time, don't forget to adopt, volunteer, and donate.